I was challenging a given in St. Louis: boundaries. Don't go north of Del Mar.
If you were to turn on the news any single day, at any single moment in St. Louis, North St. Louis City is considered the worst place any person could go.
Is it safe here? Is it safe? How do you define safe? Are guerrilla fighters running around with assault rifles? No.
What I wanted Shakespeare in the Streets to be was a challenge to St. Louisans for them to cross their own line.
We have these terrible boundaries in our city. They're physical, they're boundaries of the heart, and they're also physical boundaries that keep us in our neighborhoods.
Well, you all pretend there's some kind of revival going on in Old North with your farmers markets and your Old North so-called restoration group. It's all for show.
Shakespeare in the Streets, they heard those stories. When they were interviewing me, they were interviewing the other person across the street, around the corner, in the park. They took the time to talk to everyone.
Hey, we're gonna be here on this night. Anyone who wants to come tell us their stories, you know, come talk to us about the neighborhood.
We interview residents, business owners, any and everybody who make this neighborhood function.
And then we kind of use a Shakespeare play as a filter through which we look at the people and the history and the places and the hopes and dreams of this neighborhood. And I try to use the actual words and stories of the people who live here.
I'm Richard Schicker. I play Officer Toby Belch in the show.
I did not know that Schicker was an actual police officer.
I'm a policeman here. This is my beat specifically.
Are guerrilla fighters running around with assault rifles? No. Is ISIS running around? No.
Okay, officer friendly. That's enough, that's enough.
Is it safe?
I think it's important because the folks that live in this community will see, me on the stage and say, hey, they included Robert in this festival, and Robert wanted to be in the festival. And look, I think he's pretty good as an actor. So.
The residents are the experts. They're the experts. We have the tool to tell their story.
You get to play these characters or, experience these people in this community, and you're like, oh wow, this is what's been happening. The lines that they're saying in the play about, the printers and the barbers and the podiatrists, and you're like, what? Oh, word.
When I first saw the play and I heard everything that was said, I felt like, wow, you all really were honest. Thanks.
This is amazing. I can't believe that, again, someone who hasn't lived here for years could really get our neighborhood and could really portray it so well.
I think it kind of gives folks hope that people from the outside are interested in what goes on in Old North and want to share it and tell our narrative.
They told every single part of our story. And everybody who lives in the neighborhood who saw it was so impressed and grateful, and I think just overjoyed. I know I am.
I think we think the play is the culmination. But for me, it is everything that happens after the performance. So it's after the curtain call. It's the conversations that happen on the street. It's the connections that happen between people, between cast members, between community people. Those are little and they seem very trivial to go up and say, I heard myself, or I knew the woman that one character is based on. Those things for me are the big things of Shakespeare in the Streets.